This is Mary Nickel, and I am the founder of Rock on Purpose and one of the co-founders of the Grizzly Awards. In the middle of celebrating all of our winners, our nominees, and this incredible industry as a whole, I just wanted to take a moment to kind of refocus us on why it all actually matters. And I think at the core of it, it matters because a song can still go where nothing else can. A song can become the voice of Christ reverberating in the darkness. A song can interrupt a suicidal moment. A song can give voice to the voiceless. A song can enter a hospital waiting room or the aftermath of a natural disaster, or even sit with us through the loneliness and fear of quarantine. A song has this ability to connect us across countries, across languages, across stereotypes, and all of the things that try and isolate us. And more than ever, I think the past year has given us a need for hope to enter those places. And into that, you have stepped. Artists, you have given of yourselves freely, even as you've been cut off from touring, from much of your revenue. You have thrown people a lifeline continually, even when your own lifelines might have felt severed. The Grizzly Awards just wants to reiterate to you that it matters and that not a second of your work has been wasted. Music fans, you have continued to cheer on your favorite bands. You have tuned into their live streams. You have bought their merch. You have shared their songs. And even more importantly than that, you've continued to show up for each other, proving that the kind of community that we have created at concerts across this country for years is so powerful that it continues to exist even across the digital space when we can't be together face to face. As I look back at the year that was and look forward with hope to the year that's to come, I hope we don't forget that power. I hope that we don't forget what kind of family we're a part of. I hope we remember that our DNA is written by this shared spirit that raises dead things to life. And I hope we continue to challenge ourselves to bring life into dead places, to bring life into dying places. That is why all of this matters.
I open my eyes and can't believe a carousel of terror on repeat.
When will this end?
There's evil in these veins.
Infecting me.
I find it every day. I swear, something about it is right. I swear, that I'll stop telling lies. Like an end to the drug. Chose the high for your love. Didn't mean to spill your blood. I swear. want your heart to break again. I swear, someday I'll get this right. I swear, that I'll stop telling lies, like an addict to the drug. Chose the high for your love. I didn't mean to spill your blood. Swear, someday I'll get this right. I swear, that I'll stop telling lies, like an addict to the drug. I chose the high for your love. I didn't mean to spill your blood. I swear.
We're so glad that you're joining us for tonight and we have ahead.
A huge thank you to the Midnight Wedding for kicking us off with that amazing song. They're the first of a lineup of performers that include Theody, spoken, and later on a performance from My Brothers from Another Mother in The Protest. On top of the performances, we'll also have door prizes that you can win by sharing the link to this stream with your friends. Make sure, of course, and set your link on public so that you can enter to win. And, of course,
The most important thing on the schedule tonight is announcing the winners of this year's Grizzly Awards, chosen by you and by an incredible panel of industry experts.
we hope that tonight goes beyond celebrating the winners and the nominees, of course, and that it can be a true celebration of everything that makes the faith-based rock and metal family such a powerful community. In that spirit, we're going to kick things off by celebrating a behind-the-scenes industry icon.
Tonight, we're celebrating the biggest achievements in faith-based rock and metal in the year 2020. It undoubtedly goes without saying that it was a difficult year for everyone. Yet, in the midst of chaos, we've seen huge growth from many artists and bands. How is that, you might say? Foundation. Every band has their influences, but to lay a foundation for an industry to survive, that takes a legacy. 20 years ago, in the year 2000, we saw some tremendous albums released.
And they're here tonight with a song from their hit album, The Ever-Passing Moment. Please welcome MXPX.
Fight this with two closed fists. Follow me down the road to the realms of the vine. People of the rock come and rock one time. I'm afraid the loud will sound me a fire. I'm a vampire. Marilyn Manson ain't my girlfriend. It's a kitty, you are on the masses. It's a kitty, you will never pass us. It's a kitty, you are on the masses. My monosin. My monosin.
In arguably what most would call the golden era of Tooth and Nail, Solid State, and record labels alike, a band that shaped generations of metalheads was releasing a landmark album of their own. On November 7th, 2000, Living Sacrifice unleashed the hammering process. This album would herald songs like Bloodwork, Local Vengeance Killing, and The Percussive Meltdown Hand of the Dead. Influencing bands like Norma Jean and As I Lay Dying, Living Sacrifice landed themselves a spot in the Fanboy Hall of Fame with many bands who achieved more success than they would, a huge feat cementing their legacy. The hammering process saw the welcoming of new bassist Arthur Green. Arthur is the focus of our legacy segment for this year for the immense impact he had on the industry, while being both in a band as well as on the outside, with management, merchandising, and print needs.
Well, that'd be bad. Yeah, I better do the same thing. You know, as a kid, I grew up listening to punk music mostly. Bands like Minor Threat, Dead Kennedys, COC, things like that. And as you know, I was young and angry and depressed, and so like that music was just cool. And so like whenever I got whenever I heard Master Puppets by Metallica, I was immediately in. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm listening to metal. I started listening to bands like Skid Row and Iron Maiden, and so that kind of is where that took off. I think it was like 97 or 90, like at the end of 97. We go to Little Rock. We're at this show, and it's packed. I mean, it's sold out. And Bruce pulls me off to the side down this alley. He says, "Hey, we've been praying. We wanted to ask you to come play bass." And I was very humbled at the moment. That was kind of the moment, you know, that changed the trajectory of my career. Like, it was very humbling to have those guys approach me, and that's kind of where, you know, I've been in the band now for over 20 years.
Legacy is something we all strive to achieve, but few seldom see it on earth. With Living Sacrifice being labeled as the godfathers of Christian metalcore, Arthur had a stage to thrive on.
I came in at the end of Reborn, and we start writing for the album, the hammering process. And one of the ideas that I had brought up, that Lance and I talked about, was having a percussionist, a second drummer in the band. It was, it just seemed natural for us to do that, and especially for me. But I mean, there's so many, like practicing in Lance's parents' garage and writing that album in that garage. You know, we'd bring these 8 tracks and listen to what we've all been working on, and then we'd put stuff together, talking about, you know, how are we going to do this? How are we going to make this a full-time job? You know, writing the lyrics to that album was pretty memorable for me, because there was a lot of things that I felt like that I wanted to say.
With new additions to family and business, Living Sacrifice decided to go on an unofficial hiatus.
When the band took a break, or you know, we were actually calling it quits at the time, and I took on managing the band Once Nothing, and I actually got one of their first albums, or the first album, on Solid State Records signed. But I managed a few Rise Records bands like It Prevails, Before Their Eyes, Emerosa, and things got kind of wild. I mean, when you're managing, even just managing 4 or 5 bands, it gets crazy. Getting them on some cool tours, sponsorships, and things like that. So I had already started my printing business before I was managing bands. And some of my first clients were, Under Oath was one of my clients. My first clients before they were, you know, had blown up. Anne Berlin was the same way. The band Pillar. Evanescence was one of my bands that I'd done a lot of merchandise for, and they were in the process. They were actually blowing up at the same time that I actually picked those guys up to do merch for them. I did the band Hanson, the Bop, you know, that. So I still, you know, even to this day, like, we just did the banner for the Project 86 live stream. That was really fun, and it's really cool to see your product, you know, obviously it's their brand, but to see the product on TV, on screen, and that's really cool. The protests, you know, those guys are super awesome. They're great designers. Usually every shirt they send, or every design they send for a shirt print is like killer, you know.
Arthur's story is familiar among musicians who stopped full-time music in the early 2000s, but his legacy wasn't intentional. His humility makes that apparent. In this instance, legacy was established by his commanding stage presence, technical craftsmanship, and his dedication to progressing his musical descendants' careers.
You know, it really is weird to say this, but I saw a lot of bands marketing their music in the beginning of all this in the pandemic, and I just thought, this is wrong. You know, it's wrong the way that bands are approaching this, because your music may be good, but people can listen to it for free or cheap. So you don't have a lot that you're trying to sell in the regards to music. One cool thing that kind of changed about all that during this time is the fact that like vinyl got huge. It like blew up, and you'd get online and you could sell out 1,000 vinyl within 20 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. So I think that's been really cool, and how long that lasts, I don't know. For now, we're riding the vinyl wave, but we're at the point where bands really have to brand themselves almost like an apparel company. You don't have this one product of music, but you've got this broad range of product, and that's kind of where we're at. And I think that like as a band, you have to be thinking in that terms of like, you know, people just want to get this really cool stuff and they want to post it. I know that really kind of sucks to think about, but that's just, you know, marketing 101 right now. So, you know, it's still fun. I'll try, and actually that's my favorite thing to do still, is to do band merch. I mean, I love doing band merch. So no, you can find me on Facebook at the Print Company AR. On Instagram it's the same thing, the Print Company AR. DM me there. You can email me. My website is theprintcompany.co, and you'll see a full, you know, there's like 10,000 products on there you can check out. I appreciate the time. I just want to say thanks to Studio 221 for letting us use their studio. These guys have been a blessing to me and a lot of other bands that come through here and record, and couldn't, you know, do this without saying thanks to those guys.
Arthur Green. We as an industry thriving amidst a pandemic, thank you, honor you, and Bevan, and your family, and your continuing legacy. Thank you.
I hope everybody likes the music that we bring to the world.
I think that we as fans and as an industry should give a round of applause from the comfort of your couch to those that pioneered the way for us to be here tonight. A special thank you to Arthur from Living Sacrifice and Andrew from Project 86 for their participation in this evening's entertainment. Our first award tonight is the Classic Metal Song of the Year. This category recognizes not just the typical hair metal of the 80s, but also more symphonic, melodic, and foreign styles as well. You lump it all together and what do you call it? Well, we went with classic metal.
If we could step back to see us. Back to the land, behold the lamb, he who was slain to fight to the end. I was born on the flag of hope.
On behalf of Chaotic Resemblance, we are blessed and honored to accept the Grizzly Award for Classic Metal Song of the Year, which just so happens to feature the legendary Ozfox from Stryper. You're welcome.
Yeah, you know what's cool? In John 4, Jesus said, "The Father is seeking true worshipers to worship Him in spirit and truth." And that is the whole point of this song. We wrote this song to Jesus, about Jesus, and we believe it was from Jesus. And that's why we think you guys love it. And we know we love it. It's one of our favorite songs to play. Man, you have such a short window in life. You know, the psalmist said that I'll praise my God while I have my being. And so the Father's pursuing you. He's in hot pursuit of you. Man, pursue Him with everything you have. This song's called Unto the Lamb, and we love it. I'm glad you guys love it. And we definitely love the award we have received from you. So thank you. God bless you.
I'm trying my best to believe, but sometimes it feels like I'm being pulled under. I'm searching my heart just to see where my hope is coming from before my life comes undone. My faith may become thin, but it will never disappear. If I ever wake up from this nightmare, I know you'll be by my side. If I ever wake up from this nightmare, I know you'll be by my side. this promise to you that I'll try much harder to hear when you're speaking. Your love is revealing the truth. You are where hope is coming from. My life will not come undone. My faith may become thin, but it will never disappear. My faith may become thin, but it will never disappear. If I ever wake up from this nightmare, I know you'll be by my side. If I ever wake up from this nightmare, I know you'll be by my side. I know you'll be by my side. I know you'll be by my side.
Thanks to Spoken for that powerful performance of Nightmare, a song which was nominated for Electronic Rock Song of the Year. Which brings us to an important fact. If you were one of the 4,500 fans who voted, you might have noticed that the categories looked a little bit different this time around. That's because the year looked different this time around. The Grizzly Awards added several categories to reflect the ways that music was released in 2020. There were a lot of singles in a huge range of genres, and the Grizzlies have done our best to reflect that this year. These next few categories recognize some of those individual genres. Get ready to see your winners for Metal Song of the Year, Electronic Rock Song of the Year, and Alt Rock Song of the Year.
Take the pain, take the pain. When your delusions, blame yourself. Refreshing forward to there's not a prayer for me. No burning candles to be my way out. I'm breaking the mirror. I'm coming for you. For you're unshakable. Running out on the task and rid myself from the noise. You're my defender. You're my defender. I feel like I'm lost, buried underneath. If I ever wake up from this nightmare, my soul forsake, the inner light comes rushing in. You make it look so easy to keep it in. I'm stuck here in the in-between, suffocating.
What's up guys, my name is Andy and I'm the drummer in Amongst Wolves.
Hey, I'm Mark and I'm the guitarist.
Hey guys, I'm Clarissa and I am the bassist in Amongst Wolves.
Hi, my name is Dan, and on behalf of myself and Amongst Wolves, I want to say thank you so much to Grizzly for this award. And thank you to all of you who voted Defender the best electronic rock song of the year. You know, we were actually up for an award the year before and came as a runner-up, which was great, but we're so pleased that we won an award this year, so thank you again so much. If you've not heard Defender, why don't you go check it out? You can also find us on Instagram at @WeAreAmongstWolves, and also we make stuff and put it on YouTube, so why don't you go check that out? But thank you so much again. See you guys later.
Gonorrhea on Valentine's Day, and you're still looking for that perfect lay. But only for so long. Yeah, you can hide away, yeah, you can hide away. I am not the shame they scroll down on the floor. Keep reaching for the light. We're gonna get through this. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? To be loved by you. Who am I? Who am I? You and me are to believe we could get dangerous. I saw you.
Hello everyone, Tuck from Off-Road Minivan here. Thank you very much to the Grizzly Awards for awarding us with Alternative Rock Song of the Year for our song You. It feels pretty awesome, and during such a difficult year, it's nice to receive something as kind and gracious as this. So thank you to everyone that listened to the song, streamed it, watched the video, whatever way you consumed it. It really does mean a lot. It's been really nice to just sit back and connect with people and get to see everyone's reactions to it, and we're really proud of this album, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Thank you again to the Grizzly Awards. God bless you all, and we'll see you out there on the road very soon. Bye.
Hey guys, this is Quiet Strength Design. I'm Jared Bramlett. I'm the lead designer.
And I'm his brother, less handsome brother, Joshua Bramlett. And I'm kind of in charge of everything else not directly art related. We are so pumped to be here at the Grizzlies. This is an amazing show, giving credit to some amazing artists.
Quiet Strength specializes in logos, tour branding, album art, single art. We've done just about everything you can think of, from corporate logos to teacher designs.
Right. Even children's books.
Yeah. As an example, the album art that came out last year actually, Seventh Day Slumber's Unseen, The Lion and the Lamb. And did all the packaging for this. I think it's pretty cool, very unique, very colorful. Joseph had a great idea and vision for this.
The artwork for Rock is very dark. It's very, heavy in that department, but, this is a very vibrant, eye-catching album art, and I think you'll see some of that later on, too. We've been tasked to name 3 of our favorite album arts from our genre, the Christian rock genre, and we're going to talk about those a little bit.
So these are all albums that came out last year. Skillets, Victorious. A friend of mine named Jared Ward helps with the shield design, and what's actually so cool about this is the shield is actually a real, it's a physical thing, and instead of just a Photoshop deal. So I think that makes the art so much cooler, and there's a ton of detail in there, so great job, Jared, on that.
Next, we have an album that made a lot of noise this year. It's The Path by Fit for a King. Obviously, the album's a banger. We love it. It's super sick.
It says a lot, and you don't even need a band name or title on it. It's just a photo. It's very symbolic. Corin Alexandra she did the photography, she did direction and everything like that. So great job, Corin.
It's a statement piece, really.
Yeah.
And then for our final, we may be a little biased, but we give credit more to the folks in Fireflight for having an amazing vision. But the Head and the Heart, Fireflight, will be our third.
Yep. I love just how simple, like minimalistic the album cover is, but it's also extremely detailed. All the shading and stuff is just done with like halftone lines, and the vinyl matches the red perfectly. It's super tasteful, and every piece of imagery that's in the artwork is a lyric from a song.
Major props to Glenn and the band for just having such awesome vision. It makes like we love being creative and coming up with ideas. That's obviously what we do, but when someone has a vision this strong, it's so fun to make it kind of come to life. Ones that we just thought the artwork was amazing for, and the first one is the Killers.
Yeah, so the Killers imploding the Mirage. Super cool, unique artwork, and I think it's a statement piece as well. The original painting was done by Thomas Blackshear II. And yeah, it's a great album anyways.
The next one, so it's funny, I couldn't even name you a single song that this artist sings, but this artwork is just incredible, and that's Kid Cudi.
It's called The Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen. The artwork was done by one of my favorite artists, Sam Spratt. He's a digital painter. He's done a lot of stuff for like Janelle Monáe, Logic. But yeah, incredible artwork. The colors and just everything, it's just incredible. So I recommend checking that out.
And then finally, Tom Petty. So Tom Petty passed somewhat recently. He's just so influential, but they've done a re-release of his epic album Wildflowers, and they've done some separate single artwork for each piece.
Blaze Brooks, he did a series of single arts for this re-release, and it almost has like a vintage like matchbook kind of look on all of them.
Guys, lastly, just want to talk a little bit about bands when you're thinking about art direction. Just a couple things to keep in mind. Direction, that helps you out a lot, right?
Totally, yeah.
What do you want the artwork to say? This is going to be out there for the public to see for as long as there's the internet, and I don't think that's going anywhere. What do you want people to see, and feel when they look at this album art?
Albums are an art piece altogether when it comes to music, and it's just, it all should be together. So yeah, what do you want to say with it? What do you want people to? You want people to buy it just from the looking at the front cover? That's what we did when it came to Kiss and Pink Floyd and all these crazy covers. So
enjoy the rest of the Grizzlies. It's going to be awesome.
Peace.
Congratulations to Fit for a King for winning Metal Song of the Year. Good evening, I'm Sarge from The Protest, and I've got the honor of sharing a few new winners with you for these next new categories. Honor visual arts that support music we know and love. 2020 was a year of the live stream, an art form that allowed our community to stay connected even through physical distancing and a pause on touring. Live streams have become such a crucial resource that the Grizzly Awards added a category just for them. But before we share the winner for that new visual art form, we will be honoring an older medium. Truly inventive cinematic music videos are hard to come by, but our nominees prove that it's an art form that can still be done, and done well. So, here are the nominees for Music Video of the Year.
We won Music Video of the Year? Huh. Well, man, thank you guys so much for all of this. We're actually super honored. Thank you to everybody who voted for us. Thank you to the panel. We do want to say a big thank you to a lot of people because we could not have done this on our own, especially Mike Geringer, Craig and Thane Koger, Val Berry, Eric and Tanya Nye, Sean and Christina Quinn, Aaron Wilson, to our actors, Bo Paulsrud, Josh and Corinne Smith, and our son, Sawyer, made an appearance. Thank you.
And we also want to thank all of our incredible friends and family and our Element Church family who showed up and stood and ran around and did all kinds of crazy stuff in the freezing cold. It was so cold.
Yeah, a lot of pieces had to come together to make this music video happen, and a lot of prayers that God answered for us, and even some spiritual warfare that we had to endure before and after. And so we're just so grateful for all of the people that rallied around us. And lastly, we want to thank the Grizzly Awards. It's amazing that they have this category, and it's even more amazing that they're honoring this genre of music. So thank you very, very much for the nomination.
Flesh and bone, unaffected. You're a fool. Now I'm bad, you know. I'm never gonna get another chance, 'cause you know I see the.
It's crazy, the year we've had, obviously. If you know Disciple, you know that we love touring, we love interacting with our fans, and we tour a lot. So when the pandemic hit, we instantly had to cancel dozens of shows and a full year of shows that we had on the books. We had just started a tour with War of Ages and Paradise Now, and had to, scrap everything basically. And very quickly began figuring out, okay, how can we do a live stream and give people the show that we had been preparing? And that led to us we've done 3 now, including the People's Choice, which it's really cool that this is the one that was nominated because the premise of that show was fans voting for the set list, which again, we love our fan interaction. We love, being on social media and the Rebel Society, which is our Patreon community. So for this show to have been nominated was super cool. So thank you to all the fans who voted in that show. Thank you to the fans who voted for this award. Thank you to our crew who put that live stream together, Joel and his people, Josh O, Marco, John, Kevin and Joey, who are the other Disciple members. We're all just super grateful. Andrew and Natalie, and then all of our families who support us through all this. And thank you to everyone who's supported us through this year, and we can't wait to get back to real shows, but we've been very blessed to have had these live streams in the meantime. So thank you so much. I'm going to pass it off to my friend Caitlin now.
Good evening. I'm Caitlin from the Midnight Wedding. Congratulations again to Disciple. We've got a lot more categories to come tonight. Our next winner announcement will come from a category that was added just for this year. The Cover Song of the Year category celebrates the way each nominee put their own unique spin on songs you know and love. But first, we've got another performance. This performer was a nominee for Electronic Rock Song of the Year for their song, The In-Between. Hailing from Fayetteville, Arkansas, we're excited to welcome Theody.
Is burning my hands, my grip is failing. Pray that if I'm gonna fall, you're gonna come rescue me. Smell the rain in the air, the sky is churning. Safety between you and me, safety is all that I need. Tell heat burning my eyes, but I can't help it. Pray that if I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna land on my feet. Taste the smoke in the air, smoke in the air. Who are we kidding? Distrust, the fire you feed consumes the future we dreamed. Tell me, what's the point of it now? Quit dragging this out. I'm stuck here in the in-between, suffocating in uncertainty. I'm stuck here, but I'm not lying. Love you lying to yourself and me. Should I release what's in my head? Or is it that left unsaid? I'm stuck here in the in-between, suffocating in uncertainty. I'm stuck here, but I'm not lying. What you lying to yourself or
What's up, Grizzly Awards 2020? It's your girl Zahna.
And Patrick.
And Steven.
We are so excited and humbled and thankful that you guys chose our collaborative song, Look What You Made Me Do, from Taylor Swift as the cover song of the year for the Grizzly Awards 2020. Thank you guys so much.
We had so much fun making this. Seriously, this just adds icing on the cake for us. We are so thankful, and it is still surreal to us, all the love we've received from just doing such a fun video. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Absolutely. It's just such an honor. Thank you all you guys who voted and made this the cover song of the year.
And congrats to all the other bands who literally just had some of the best competition we could have went up against. But thank you guys for making it happen. Thank you, Grizzly Awards. It's such a big honor to be included and recognized. So we love you guys. We're so excited for all our new original stuff that we're working on. And you guys just made 2020 with a cherry on top. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hey, what's going on, Grizzly Awards? My name is Nate Parrish. I play guitar for the band Cutlass, and I recently released my debut solo album, I'm a Wreck. Check it out now, available everywhere. And I am here to present the next few categories. We're heading into the part of the Grizzly Awards where we are going to honor individual band members. Every nominee in these categories has mastered their instrument, filling studios and stages with their melodies, riffs, drum fills, and bass lines. Here are your winners for Scream Vocalist of the Year, Clean Vocalist of the Year, Guitarist of the Year, Bass Player of the Year, and Drummer of the Year.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt Mack here, the vocalist of His Lions and Lambs, and I just wanted to say thank you, all of you, for voting for every artist that was nominated for the Grizzly Awards this year. It's honestly a huge blessing that I was even nominated. It's been very humbling as well. I didn't even expect to win the Screaming Vocalist of the Year. So seriously, guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the support and the love that you guys have been showing us as a whole. So yeah, just stay tuned for more to come. We're definitely not slowing down anytime soon. So thank you again, and God bless.
What an amazing honor to be chosen for Clean Vocalist of the Year. So incredible. I feel amazed that people are listening to the music and appreciating the part that I've done. It was a really interesting process because I was like 8+ months pregnant when we recorded this album and when I did the vocal part. So it was pretty difficult, and I feel amazing that people are enjoying it and are getting something out of it, and hopefully are feeling what we've been trying to communicate, which is God's love to you guys. So thank you so much. I'm so honored to accept this award.
Hello, Grizzly Awards. I am J.R. Barice. I am from the band Love and Death and the band Spoken. And apparently I was nominated this year for Guitarist of the Year, and I won. Wow. I mean, I just know people that were on this list could shred circles around me, so not really sure how I won, but regardless, thank you so much to all of you who voted, who were part of this and made this happen. I don't know what to say. I'd like to thank God, Thank my parents, for birthing me. It wouldn't be possible without them. I would like to thank Cholula. They make really, really good travel-size bottles of Cholula, which is nice when I'm traveling, I can get my fix. So thank you guys. Love you so much. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the night and the rest of the show. Goodbye!
Wow, bass player of the year? That's so cool, man. I did not expect that. Just want to say to all my friends and family who supported me and voted for me, I just want to tell you, thank you, man. I love you. Kid. Oh, you good, man? Hey, wake up. Hey. Chris, let me see your shoe. Let me see your sock. Take your shoe off, let me see. Why are your toes green? I like the Wizard of Oz. Alright. Yeah. Wake up, man. Hey. What's that smell? It's his sock. I had to wake you up. Did I win? Yeah. Awesome.
Don't care who knows my name. I don't do it for the money. Don't do it for the fame. As long as someone listens. Estoy determinando todo. Tiempos son duros porque no encuentro otro modo. Ya no puedo dormir, ya no quiero sufrir. Solo quiero saber porque me siento low.
Hey guys, this is crazy. Thank you so much. I'm humbled to be here at the Grizzly Awards accepting Best Drummer of the Year. I want to give a special thanks to Jesus Christ, to my wife Sarah, to my bandmates, my family, my sister Kelsey, Zach Shepard, Drew Cox, Rockfest Records, and just everyone at home watching and that was voting. This is awesome. So to God be the glory. Thank you.
Hello, Grizzly Awards. This is Lauren from Theody. I hope you enjoyed our performance earlier. I'm rejoining you now to introduce our next performance. Disciple has been one of the most consistent forces in faith-based rock and roll for decades. Last year, they won multiple Grizzly Awards for their album, Love Letter Kill Shot. In 2020, they took the album to the next level with 3 brand new tracks. Tonight, we get to share a performance of one of those songs, chart-topping single, Darkness Dies.
Well, should we play it or what? Let's do it. All right.
Looking at me with a heart that is broken deeper than my words can dive. You say that you want love, endless and true love. I've got the solution if you're really listening. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your faith in what you're doubting. If there's no telling what the truth is, why you keep looking? I'm not your savior, I'm just a man, and I'll let you down if you give me the chance. I can't pick you up when you're feeling like nothing. I'll give you something, I'll show you the light to the darkness I'll show you the light. I know you've been lied to by voices inside you. You feel like you cried through 7,000 helpless nights. These hands cannot save you, but I know the way through this nightmare of shadows. Are you ready to wake up? Put your money where your mouth is. Put your faith in what you're doubting. If there's no telling where the truth is, why you keep looking? I'm not your savior, I'm just a man, and I'll let you down if you give me the chance. I can't pick you up when you're feeling like nothing. I'll give you something, I'll show you the light to the darkness dies. I'll show you the light to the darkness I'm not your savior, I'm just a man, and I'll let you down if you give me the chance. I can't pick you up when you're feeling like nothing. I'll give you something, I'll show you the light till the darkness dies. I'll show you the light till the darkness dies. Show you the light till the darkness dies. Till the darkness dies. I'll show you the light.
It's hard to believe, but we've just got 3 categories left to announce for tonight. Thank you so much for sticking around and hanging with us. We'll be announcing the winners of Producer of the Year, Rock Song of the Year, and Album of the Year momentarily. These categories are always a challenge to pin down the one winner. And since they're all really, really good, it makes it even harder. So, be sure to stick around after we share those winners to see the protest crown the evening with their performance. And remember, it's not too late to share the stream with your friends too, and invite them to tune in with you. Let's kick off the finale with your nominees for Producer of the Year.
This is crazy. Thank you so much for selecting me as producer of the year. I'd love to thank Fireflight, who, we worked on this record so hard over the past couple of years, and it was just such a great process. I love working with them. I get the awesome opportunity to work with a lot of great artists, and this was no exception. We just had such a great time. We had so much fun, but we also took it very seriously, and just, if you knew the hours we put in, it was a lot. And so I'm just so grateful to them for trusting me with the process. Thanks to Glenn and Dawn and Wendy and Justin. Thanks to Joseph and Lori at Rockfest Records for facilitating the whole process. Thanks to my wife, Heather, and our family for supporting me and everything that I do down in the studio, especially this past year without touring. It's been crazy, but I've just been so fortunate to have so many great people come through, and I just couldn't be prouder of this record. I hope you go check it out. So thank you guys so much.
Guys, we are so incredibly humbled. Thank you guys so much. God is so good. We wrote the song and hoping that it would reach people and inspire people. Some of my best friends are in this industry, and I've seen the hours that they put in. More hours than we do. There's so many hard workers, and we're just humbled to be even a part of that. So to my friends in this industry, man, keep going. God is using you. I'm so proud of you guys. Just want to thank Rockfest Records for just being awesome to us and just being our family. Just want to thank Cody and Kellen for doing such a great job on the track. We love you guys so much. Thank you. I'm going to give this over to my buddy, Josiah.
Well, friends, the time has come to bring our journey through the Grizzly Awards to its grand finale. The Protest is ready and waiting to take the stage to perform the song that just won Rock Song of the Year. And let me tell you, I walked in earlier during rehearsal, and the makeup department has outdone themselves on this one, y'all. You ain't even ready. I thought it was GFM up there. But before all that, we have one last category to announce. In the midst of the chaos of 2020, we all know about that, right? A few bands bravely decided to forge ahead and release full-length albums. Those albums offered much-needed hours of comfort in a hard year, served up with a hearty helping of massive guitar riffs and hooky melodies. Each of these albums is a creative achievement worth celebrating. Here are your nominees for the Grizzly Awards Album of the Year.
Hey everybody, we're so stoked to be accepting this Grizzly Award tonight. Probably one of the best awards we've ever won. I don't know if we've ever won anything else, and that's because there's not a lot of awards being handed out to rock bands, and this one is really amazing because it was voted by the fans and the listeners, and you guys are the reason why we even make music in the first place. So this award means way more than all the other awards we've ever been up for.
Yeah, and also just to go along with thanking you guys so much for voting for the Grizzly Awards for us and all of the other winners. Just thank you so much for your support for us over the years. Thank you so much for supporting Christian rock music. So on behalf of us and Wendy and Justin, thank you guys so very much.
I was just thinking, like, my favorite is probably the elephant, but the camel's... Oh, hi. Congratulations again to Fireflight on bringing home the final win of the evening. Thank you so much for watching tonight and for sticking with us until the very end. We hope that tonight has been a reminder to you of the incredible community that we all share.
We want to offer a huge thank you to Westlight Studios for hosting our event tonight. We can't recommend them enough for all of your film and photography needs in Franklin, Tennessee. We also want to thank everyone on the video crew who brought you this visual experience.
There are so many people behind the camera right now making this happen. It is insane, of course.
We have the amazing Joel Burris.
With him, Nate and Charles, just killing it. Those guys are
thank you
making
guys
it
so
happen.
much. Josh for his sound expertise.
Josh,
and Cindy and Jack for welcoming and feeding all of us.
For real. That soup they had backstage, ridiculous. So it's time for one final performance for the night before we send you off. Here to perform their Grizzly Award-winning, currently #1 single, Greater, please welcome The Protest.
I'm weak, that it's a waste of breath, but you're wasting time waiting around for death. You tried to see, this is not for me. I've been building up, but they try to tear down, held under the gun. But it's time to speak out, and I just wanna say, don't do it for the money, don't do it for the fame. As long as someone listens, I don't care who knows my name. Don't do it for the glory, don't do it for the game. I did it all to make them see this is all for something greater than me. Doubts forming in your eyes, but I won't back down. There's no compromise. Can't live your dream. Wasn't meant for me. I've been building up, but they try to tear down, held under the gun. But it's time to speak out. So I just wanna say, I don't do it for the money, don't do it for the fame. As long as someone listens, I don't care who knows my name. Don't do it for the glory, don't do it for the game. I did it all to make them say, this is all for something greater than me. I've been building up, they try to tear down, held under the gun. It's time to speak out, money. Don't do it for the fame. As long as someone listens, I don't care who knows me. Don't do it for the money, don't do it for the fame. As long as someone listens, I don't care who knows my name. Don't do it for the glory, don't do it for the game. I did it all to make them say, this is all for something greater than me.
Don't go anywhere.
Gotta have Mary Nicole in there.
All right.
Miss you, Mary.
Hey. Sorry, I've got food in my mouth.
Thanks, Jake.
Thanks, Jake. Hey.
They are really good.
They are really good. Hey, thank you so much to everybody who made this possible. This is an amazing group of people, part of an amazing community, an amazing industry. Thank you, fans, for watching. I would be remiss if I did not give a tremendous shout out to Mary Nicole and her entire dedication and amazing, amazing talent that she does for this entire industry for many, many people. Thank you, Mary. And on that, good night.
Good night.